everyone. So we're going to go through the second step of reporting your members to Texas PTA. So the first thing that you want to do after you've already entered all your members into My PTEZ is you want to log into My PTEZ, go to Admin and Membership Management. Now remember, mine is a demo account, so it's going to look a little different when I put the dates in and such, okay? So you're going to click on Print Dues Summary. And this is where you're going to put in your date range. So it's very important that you pay attention to the date range that you are wanting to report. You don't want to overlap any dates because then you might end up paying for that member or members more than once. After you submit your membership, you get an email confirmation. So I encourage you to save that email for your record. So in case there's ever any doubt as to who's been reported, you can print that and double check it or just save it on your desktop or something. Another thing to think about is if you're going to run your report, let's say you run your report, for example, August 1st to August 28th, and you submit to Texas PTA, and then you find more memberships that you did not enter, you did not report. Don't worry about putting them within that date range. They can go into September or, a different month if depending on what month you're in. So it's the pay date is irrelevant to Texas PTA. The pay date is important to you guys so that when you get to this particular screen, you can put in the date range that you are looking for. Now, again, I'm in the demo account, so I'm going to be using a completely different year. So pay no mind to the date range that I am putting in. But for example, let's say you're going to run August, you would put 8/1 to 8/31, or if you decide to submit every Friday or every Monday, you're going to put in the date range that works for the members that you are trying to report for. So then you're going to put the date range in and hit export CSV file. That's going to download directly to your desktop. And then you are all set. You can exit out of My PTEZ and head to the Texas PTA website. So you're going to go to the Texas PTA website, click on PTA Leaders, and click on Grow Your Membership. Right down here, digital rosters, dues, and member cards is where you're going to go. There's some FAQs here for you that are easy to look at and just helpful information. Great place to start as well, and some tips and tricks that are in here as well for you to look at. So we are going to click on Submit Your Digital Rosters, Pay Dues, and Send Electronic Member Cards. Might look a little different than what's on your screen, but you'll get pretty much the same concept as to what you're seeing on my screen, okay? So it's going to give you the steps. Step 1, download print due summary. We've done that. We've gone to My PTEZ. We've downloaded that CSV file. And then step 2, notify your treasurer. It is very important that you're having conversations with your treasurer. So they are very much aware as to, maybe a large sum of money coming out of the PTA account, or maybe just a trickle depending on what month you're in. But hopefully you're submitting members monthly. Hopefully you're recruiting members monthly and that you have a submission to do. Okay. But it's very important to that PTA success that you guys are communicating and they're aware of what's going on. Plus, they need to keep their record straight. So you want to make sure that you keep your treasurer happy and you have a conversation with them, okay? So you're going to make sure that you're a registered leader. That is the biggest step because if you are not a registered leader, it will not let you proceed to enter in members. So it's very important that you are registered. The good thing is it's quick to register and then you should be able to get this done shortly thereafter. If for some reason you've registered and the next screen does not locate you, so you'll see this is me and it'll have your first name, your last name, the school district, your PTA name, and it kind of blurs out your email address. It kind of has some confidentiality marks on there. But if it doesn't find you, and you know you've registered with Texas PTA, you can email memberrelations@txpta.org. There might be, something that triggered it to where they need to just unlock your registration and get it done. Okay, so once you find yourself, you're going to click This is Me. Okay, step one, I understand the digital membership cards cannot be resent by Texas PTA, and I will receive member cards for members with no email provided. So hopefully you have entered in an email address that I said in the first video that's generic that comes to the PTA, and you can handle that because like I said in the first video, you cannot send an email member card if you do not have an email address provided. Okay. Then step two, yes, I've notified my treasurer. We've had a conversation. They're aware that an ACH withdrawal is going to happen. Okay. The ACH is not instantaneously done. So just because you get this done, one day does not mean the transaction happens on the same day. There's a couple days in between. So if you do make an error or you accidentally double uploaded and you catch that, you can contact finance at txpta.org and let them know, and they can stop that transaction from going through. Okay, so now we're going to go to upload files, and we're going to locate that file that we downloaded from MyPTEZ. And then once you are done, don't do anything, don't refresh, don't go back. It will give you a congratulations message. There you are. And it will tell you congratulations on uploading your members. And then shortly thereafter, typically it's not long after you submit the membership to Texas PTA, you will get that confirmation email of the members that you did upload. Your treasurer will also get that email as long as they are a registered leader. So you want to make sure that they do register, but it's also very nice of the membership chair or the president, whoever is submitting the membership, to just forward that email along just to be on the safe side because you do want to have that cover the bases and make sure that they are aware of how many members you submitted and how much will be coming out of the PTA bank account. That is it. We hope that this has been a helpful video so that you can submit your members quickly and easily and very efficiently.